Already. We got a real one today. I'm not even gonna hold you guys. Let's get right into it. This guy, smaller channel, acting like I don't have a small channel as well. He has more subscribers than me. Etienne Salvant. I guess he's just describing how fucked up 2024 is and how real and how much of a struggle out here it is, and how he can't do another year like last year. So let's get right into it. Let's hear what he's talking about, because systemically, we're going to see what's going on in the macro and see if his story matches up to what a lot of other people is, and more than likely, it's probably going to be that way.
It's now 2025, and I absolutely cannot have a year like last year.
Okay, talk to me.
2024 was possibly one of the worst years of my life that I've experienced, at least in a long time, for as long as I can remember, like recent memory, for my finances. It was terrible for various reasons. Some I will take full responsibility for, while others, it's basically just been Bidenomics. And this is not without me making things political. It's just the truth of the situation. Let me give you some backstory. I work as a body technician, so I take cars that have been in collisions and I restore them to the way they were when they came off the factory floor.
Damn, bro, you can just tell he's going through it, bro. You can just see in his eyes, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro looks like he's about to cry. You know what I'm saying? So it's real out here, man. But let's my bad for
this involves filling dents, repairing bumpers, swapping bumpers, moving over parts, everything else in between, the whole 9 yards. I've even can do reconstructive heavy frame damage as well, and some of that includes welding. Without getting too far into what I do for work, I really didn't expect last year to smack me so hard as it did. We experienced a slowdown right around the beginning of Q2 for last year, and while I was told that this was not normal, this was an unceremonious slowdown, things would improve in the summer. They didn't. Things got worse. As a flat rate employee, someone who gets paid by only what they produce, things got very bad. There were weeks where I was only getting between 6 and 15 hours of assigned work to me as a body technician. Now,
and I don't mean to pause it again, but that's why I'm saying, bro, and then people think jobs are so secure, bro. At the end of the day, someone's really controlling your fate. Yeah, it is guaranteed, and it's probably a lot more secure than you getting out the mud, 1099, or even just having your own business, or being in sales or something like that, or being commission only. But guys, everything's a risk one way or another, despite if you like it. So just choose your hard, bro. This guy's hard is that he's ultimately at the mercy of someone else in the amount of hours that they can give him, which fucking sucks. And he obviously is still talking. He feels it. So you know what I mean? You gotta just pick your heart, man, these days, bro. Choose your struggle. America,
but this was really bad, and I am so sick and tired of just losing. I don't know how any of you feel, but I personally am just sick and tired of losing. I came out of corporate America, moving into more of a blue collar industry because I was told that blue collar is going to be the future. America needs blue collar workers. All for the same problems that I was facing in the white collar area to follow me to the blue collar. I'm happier doing work with my hands. I enjoy what I do. I really like working on cars, but not when it doesn't pay the bills. At the beginning of last year, I had 2 jobs. Coming into the ending of the following year, so the end of 2023 into 2024, I had 2 jobs. And then basically all of my bills were paid for with the second job, and a lot of the money that I was making at my first job, since I was an apprentice at the time, I was pretty much able to hang on to. But by the fall of 2024, anything that I had savings wise was wiped out. It was completely gone. There was nothing left. I was scrounging on whatever I could get at that point, which, just doing the basic math off the top of my head and trying to remember what those paychecks were like, I mean, it was really bad. $250, $300 a week. And this is supposed to be the middle of America where things are supposed to be affordable. And I'm so sick and tired of the lies. I'm sick and tired of lies. Our rent is high as it's ever been. The grocery price is completely unaffordable. You can forget going out to eat. Gas was almost $5 a gallon. Here in the Midwest, this is absolutely ridiculous. This is not something that we deserve. I don't know whether to blame it on the politics of the country, like the direction the country was heading in, and maybe hoping that things will be better off here with a new administration. But that just doesn't seem like that's the case. I really feel like everything that you want to accomplish in your life, likewise for me, this is a message even to myself, is one.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna say. This may be a very unpopular take, man. This may be a very unpopular take. I may get dislikes for this, but fuck it. Granted, on the macro, whoever's in office and the current policies and the people in office at that time may, overall impact the economy. But on an individual level, bro, it doesn't really fucking matter who's in office, really. It really boils down to you. And like this guy and a lot of other people, it just kind of sounds like they're blaming. Granted, it is part of it, but here's the thing. You are the one who's going to also, you're the author and you're the one who's in control of your life. Obviously, there's things you can't control, like, macroeconomics and stuff like that, which ultimately does kind of affect you on some type of level. But really, it's mostly up to you, man. Like, no, Trump isn't going to save you. Biden's not going to save you. Kamala's not going to save you. None of these guys will save you. It's going to be up to you. And it sounds like him, just like a lot of other people think that, oh, just because such and such is in office or such and such policies around, we're fucked. Like, they don't have no control, bro. Thing is, a lot of people are terrible at adapting, and they don't know how to pivot, bro. And their decision making is not that good. Yeah, we've all been lied to, bro. But at the end of the day, we're all playing on the same playing field for the most part. Unless you were born rich and fucking got a huge, massive inheritance. We're all playing on the same playing field. We all got the same 24 hours. So it's just a matter of, like, you got to really ask yourself, what should I put my energy in that's going to give me the highest return on my investment? But a lot of people are just kind of bots in a way, and they just believe the bullshit in the traditional, and just they believe all the bullshit that they're told, bro. Okay, I was kind of a rant, but I don't know, bro. I think this guy should be more accountable and should be able to be more and pivot and be able to pivot and make adjustments and adapt. I feel like he probably lacks that ability. But let's continue.
On you. There's no one coming to save you. There was no one coming to save me.
Yeah. Okay, you understand that. Okay.
And for many of us, that future that we thought that we would have, maybe we envisioned our life to be in a different situation or a better situation.
And a side note, look, the traditional route is not going to work anymore, bro. So it's either you're going to take that risk and risk it to get the biscuit, or you're not going to get shit at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I even fucking risk it to get the biscuit every single day is because coming out of college, no one would fucking hire me. And it was actually the best thing that ever fucking happened to me. The last month, I probably touched $100,000 fucking dollars.
That's completely up to you to grab and take hold of for yourself. You can't even rely on a job anymore. You can't rely on people to keep their word. It's 100% on you.
100%.
And while I was
he gets
working
that.
2 jobs,
sorry for beasting on you, bro. Sorry.
Sometimes 3, working 16, 17, 18-hour days, working 6 days a week. I'm divorced and I have partial custody of my daughter, joint custody, where I have her 3 to 4 days a week. And even still, it's just, and I still pay child support. Like,
crazy, man.
it's really
That's crazy.
funny
That's fucked
how
up.
things all work out after everything's said and done. So
Yeah, no, I fucked with that. That's fucking stupid.
I don't really even know what the point of this video is. It's just maybe to set a reminder for myself that this year, this 2025 for me, is not going to be like 2024.
There we go, bro. And sometimes it really takes those fucked up years to really just be like, look, I'm gonna take full accountability of my life, and I'm gonna do what I need to fucking do. I'm not gonna put my life in Joe Schmo's hands. I'm not gonna depend on no one. I'm gonna depend on my motherfucking self. That's what I'm gonna do. And that's what he should do, and that's what you should do. Because no one's gonna save you. It's up to you. Let's skip ahead a little bit.
What that feels like. You can't have it the exact same way. 2024 was a brutal year. I'm honestly glad it's over. So moving forward, maybe I'll try to give you guys a little bit of hope here. There are opportunities out there. There are ways, if you're willing to really grind it out and you're smart about how you do it,
100%.
where you can make it. And there are a lot of people who can make it on very little. You know, I don't need a lot to be happy. I'm not a very big materialistic person. I don't need new clothes, and I don't have to go out to eat all the time, and I don't have these other habits that are just going to be big, not only money wasters, but time wasters. I pretty much just work a lot. I mean, I like to write, but that doesn't cost very much of anything. Aside from the cost of internet, which, what happened to the cost of internet? My internet bill doubled last year.
Bro, look, here's the thing. You moving forward, you're just going to have to make more fucking money, bro. Things are going to keep going up. People, stop trying to save and just penny pinch and shit. A lot of people just have an income issue. You need to make more fucking money. Figure it out one way or another. You need to make more money. If it's that serious to you, you need to get to it and get the chicken.
I mean, all the utilities doubled. Practically. Yeah, you're probably thinking that's because you have a roommate. No, that's not what I mean. I expect it. Okay, let's say the bill was, when it was me and just my daughter, the bill was $90 a month. Okay, you would expect that then the bill with another person, another fully working grown adult in the house, to be $180. But no, the bill wasn't $180. The bill is now reaching the heights of $250 a month for electricity, whereas it was $90 before. It doesn't make sense. Please make it make sense. How is anyone supposed to do anything and live on anything here in this country? How are you supposed to make it when every single time I turn around, there's a fee for having a fee, or a fee for being late, or, oh, you didn't have the money? No problem. We'll hit you with this fee on top.
Yeah, bro, it's just a world full of fees, bro, at the end of the day. So like I said, you can complain about it, bro. You can complain about it, or you can really do something about it, bro. Like I said, most people need to make more money. Okay? And that's really all it is. Like, most people need to make more money. So let's go to trading time for money real quick.
Instead, you should chase things that are going to be a lot more permanent. And so, for 2025, something I'm chasing that's going to be a lot more permanent. It's not just an additional source of income, but I'm trying to set myself up for a future in having income that's going to last. And it's just one thing that's been on my mind consistently.
There we go. Now we're in solution-based thinking. There we go.
But just how little utility I get out of spending it. Right? Aside from the needs, aside from Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you know, shelter, food, etc. Aside from those things, the very basic essentials, when I go to buy myself, let's say I wanted to buy, I don't know, a pair of AirPods, I just don't feel like that money went far enough for what I got out of it. Is anyone else feeling the same way? Where you go buy something, I don't know, whatever it is that you like. Maybe it's video games, maybe it's books, maybe you pay subscriptions. You just don't feel like you're getting your money's worth, because we're quite literally trading our time, like literally our life force, if you will. We're trading our time for money to then spend that money on useless things that never feel like, you know what, I really got my money's worth out of that. I don't feel that way. I'm just trying to recount all the things I spent money on, which like 80 or 90% of everything I made in 2024 went just to bills. And I'm like, what did I get out of any of this? Aside from the basics, like those things shouldn't cost that much. It's required.
Yeah,
why is it cost of living?
Look. I mean, that's slavery, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, back in the day, back when my ancestors was, on them cotton fields, they got food, shelter, water, all that stuff. Just the bare minimum necessities, but that it work. The only difference is now you're not getting whipped and you're not picking cotton, but you're going to work and you're getting paid just enough to live. So what is that? Slavery.
Up so much. Obviously, this is not news to us, but when you go back and really think about it, it's hectic and it's crazy. So now that I've moved on to the next level in my apprenticeship and I'm no longer considered, a journeyman, whatever, it doesn't matter. Point being is I've moved up, and with that comes a bonus. So I got my first check of the year. Great. It's supposed to be a bonus. Half the money was absolutely consumed by taxes. We could probably talk a little bit more about that later.
And fucking taxes, bro. Golly, that's just gonna give me a headache.
That your payment is due. They swear I have the money in my account and I'm just sitting on it and I'm just waiting for my opportunity to pay it. No, I don't have the money. I'm living paycheck to paycheck now. And I haven't had to do that for a long, long time. Working harder than ever before to get nothing in return, while there are people who do nothing, sitting around, making more money than ever before.
Leverage, bro. That's all life is. It's just leverage, bro. The person who works the hardest, bro, is not the one that makes the most money, bro. You gotta understand. You gotta find that lane, bro, where you will get the highest return on investment for your time put into it, bro. Because we all have the same 24 hours in a day. A lot of people are just in the wrong vehicle, and I was in the wrong vehicle for years. You have to find the right vehicle. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can work as hard as you can. You can be the best at it. If you're in the wrong vehicle, in regards of wrong income vehicle, it's not going to work for you. You have to find the right vehicle first. That is the number one thing. Find the right vehicle, then go hard in that right vehicle. You can go hard in the wrong vehicle for your whole life, and you will be nothing, and you will not see results. I promise. It's all about finding the right vehicle. That is 90% of it.
These are not the people who I'm talking about who add value to the economy. I'm mostly talking about people in bureaucratic positions that add nothing of value, and yet they make these big paychecks. I don't understand it. And so then they tax all of us. Imagine you're waiting for a bonus that you've worked for, tested for, got certifications for, and you need that money. And they go and they take half of it, because Ukraine needs money.
All right, and I don't agree with that bullshit. Money. I don't agree with us sending all of our fucking funds, to other countries and shit, while our own people are over here fucking struggling. I really disagree with that shit. That is some just little blue shit. I'm be honest, I'm red, bro. Trump may be a crook and a fucking criminal and a whole bunch of shit, but at least it's probably better than Kamala, bro. So I don't know, bro. I can't really talk about politics, and I don't want to incite a war with politics. But let's just finish up this video. Like, time to wake up.
It's what's been happening. I have this high value, marketable skill that I've spent at this point thousands of hours cultivating to get better at my craft, to get faster and more efficient at my craft, and I'm still struggling.
Yeah, man.
So now I'm looking in the mirror, and for 2025, something has to change, but not out there, because they're not gonna change. They don't care what I have to go through. Okay, it's gonna have to change with me.
There we go, and that's all we need to see. There we go. As long as you understand that, and that's what I was kind of beasting at the beginning. So he ended up coming to that conclusion. Perfect. Now I don't seem like a fucking asshole. It's not a cost of living crisis anymore. It's a cost of surviving crisis. Got to be more careful. I don't even want to get up and work. I don't blame you. It's called the American dream because you have to be asleep to believe it. So that's what I'm saying, bro. It's because you guys still believe in the old American dream. That American dream was for people back like your grandparents, bro. Maybe your parents. Maybe. Probably a little older than your parents, though. That's when that American dream was the thing. When America was the greatest country in the world, like 1950s to probably around whenever, the gold. Whenever we became fiat and the United States dollar wasn't backed by the gold standard anymore, that's when shit went downhill ever since then. Okay. I agree 2024 was the worst year of my life. I had a really tough 2023. I remember 2023 was kicking my ass. So everybody has their fucking years, but at the end of the day, a lot of it was my fault at the beginning of it. I was bullshitting, okay? So a lot of it was my fault. So that's the thing, like, a lot of people complain, but a lot of times, bro, the reason why you're in the situations you're in is because of the decisions you ultimately make, bro. So I believe that myself, you, anybody else should take a lot more accountability instead of blaming things. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy to blame the government, the system. We all know it's fucked up. We're all in the same fucked up system. How come there's people that's succeeding and making more money than ever and getting richer, and how come you're not? That's the question you got to ask yourself.